Welcome to Talking Comics, where we are bag, boarded, and pre-recorded. I'm Ryan.
I'm Sean.
Welcome back, everyone. We have a lot to talk about. Some big news.
Breaking news.
Breaking news. I don't even know what it is yet. We're both learning for the first time, people.
Yeah, we're keeping secrets this time, people. From each other, not you. Kind of defeat the purpose.
All right. I'll let you lead off, sir.
Yeah, unfortunately, look, the one time I let you let me lead off, I have not to lead off on a sour note, folks. I've been clamped down on, Ryan. I've been gagged. There's my First Amendment rights have been kind of stricken there. There's this, I want to say, for lack of a better term, without sounding like a conspiracy theorist, there's an organization out there, okay? They sent some representatives the other day. I think they were holding hands. I'm not sure, but I'm not judging. They came to the shop and forced me. Not violently, but there were undertones of violent to stop talking about certain things. And then just this morning, I have to reveal this to you. I woke up to a missed call and a voicemail. Okay? I'm gonna hear this. And now, you ever get like one of those numbers where it doesn't show the number, it just kind of says unknown?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the actual number part wasn't on there, but there was an ID, and there was the initials G and J, and it said, like, they're obvious fans.
Mm-hmm.
Because they use, you see, like, Green Arrow,
Yeah.
remember that Oracle character,
Mm-hmm.
Overwatch?
Yeah.
This was the Bend Overwatch. And let me play the message.
How did I know you would just send us straight to voicemail? You don't need to hide from us. We just have a little constructive criticism for you. And considering we're the majority of your listening audience, you better heed our warning. Now, fellas, it's called Talking Comics. We're talking Batman. We're tired of Batman. And I understand that he is a huge member of the superhero community. Well, come to think of it, I'd love to see that huge member under that utility belt, but I digress. We're here just to let you know that you should expand your horizons. Maybe your audience would expand. Stop talking about Batman. Batman this and Batman that, yes. We love him. We like that little ambiguous thing between him and the boy Wonder. I just think your show could be much more fabulous, and we do know what's best for you. So once again, this is just adoring fans giving you a little bit of insight on where we're coming from. Have a fabulous day, gentlemen, and keep up the good work.
Chilling stuff.
Right. I mean, they were nice as can be, but did you feel those undertones
Yeah.
of, violent warning?
Kind of like they were ready to lay the smack down on you if you didn't follow through.
Yeah. And, I'm not judging. I don't want to, I think I made some powerful enemies talking about that.
Yeah.
Rainbow Mafia or otherwise. But, anyway, now that I got that out of the way, let's go to a happy place.
All right.
Happiest place on earth. Have you ever been to Disneyland?
Yes, I have.
When was the last time you were at Disneyland?
I believe I was about 10 years old, and it was Thanksgiving with the family.
So it's been a while.
Yeah.
So I just noticed, of course, Disney has Marvel
Yeah.
and Lucasfilm. They're doing a Star Wars themed land.
Oh, really?
Have you ever been to the California side of Disneyland?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, me neither. I used to live there. They have a ride called Tower of Terror, which they opted to do with a Twilight Zone theme. But they chose this time around not to renew the thing with Twilight Zone.
Yeah.
Instead, they're changing it to a Guardians of the Galaxy ride.
Oh, right.
Right?
That sounds cool. That sounds really cool.
Marvel? Yeah, I was wondering when the Marvel stuff was going to start being incorporated into lands.
Oh, yeah, that's about time. I wish that they would have had that kind of stuff when I was a kid.
Right? and we could somewhat maybe afford it. Jesus, have you seen
Yeah.
tickets for that these days? Oh,
It's
boy.
crazy.
Crazy. Speaking of Guardians, breaking news, Ryan. Here's one of my bombs I'm gonna drop on you. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know the Nathan Fillion?
Nathan Fillion.
Nathan Fillion. Firefly's Nathan Fillion.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He's been cast. Are
Oh.
you ready? For Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Oh, awesome.
Even better. Remember the podcast we were talking about George Perez?
Yeah.
He is cast as Simon Williams, aka Wonder Man.
Oh, ho, ho, ho.
Wonder Man.
That's awesome. He kind of fits the look too, with the like square jaw and the way he combs his hair and stuff.
Well, the backstory, one of the pictures we'll put up, you'll probably be seeing it here when you're listening to this, the time of listening. Got his powers from Baron Zemo, who will be appearing in Civil War. We'll get to that in a bit. Founded the West Coast Avengers.
Mm-hmm.
We've talked about that before. In the comics, Simon Williams is a former member of a group called Masters of Evil with his brother, the Grim Reaper. Without going into too much detail, check it out, folks. He also eventually joined the Avengers,
Yeah.
and then he eventually retires from the Avengers to pursue an acting career, which they are going to, that's the still from Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Really?
Later he's drugged back into joining the Avengers,
Y- y-
despite becoming a pacifist.
You never stay out of the superhero game long, do
It's
you?
like the Mafia.
Yeah.
Every time I get out, they pull me back in. Yeah, man, Guardians of the Galaxy 2, that's set for May 5th next year.
Yeah, 2017.
Yeah. Oh,
It's so close, yet it
Wonder
seems
Man.
so far away.
I know, right? So yeah, there's my first
Big,
breaking news
big
right
reveal.
there. Oh,
I'm pretty stoked about that, actually.
right?
Yeah, I love that guy. He's an amazing actor.
Yeah, yeah. The Nathan Fillion.
He really, like, no matter what I've seen him act in, he plays his role so freaking well.
And he's a charming dude in real life,
yeah.
too. He's like the guy, if you're going there with your wife or your girlfriend, you can just stay over here. I'm going to go talk to Nathan Fillion.
What else do we have on the docket today?
Well, let's see. Got some other. Did you see the X-Men Apocalypse, the last trailer?
I haven't seen the.
Holy
They
crap.
have a new trailer?
A new trailer.
Oh boy.
Okay. This is set for May 27th. Jesus, next Friday,
Mm-hmm.
the 6th, Civil War. 27th, X-Men Apocalypse. I just saw this trailer. Number one, you and I have talked about this before when we saw the first shots of Apocalypse,
Yeah.
and I'm like, he looks like, what's his name, Dr. Ooze or Mr. Ooze from Power Rangers. And apparently I wasn't the only one, because a lot of people like Joe did. Look at the stills now.
Yeah.
You can do like a before and after. Here's the original shot. Here's the one from the trailer now.
Mm-hmm.
Spot on.
Yeah, he looks pretty wicked.
Oh, speaking of shots of the Blob, the Blob's in it.
Oh, nice.
I mean, granted, he was in the, but it ain't gonna be like the Wolverine Origins.
Yeah.
You know, saw that. In the trailer, Quicksilver acknowledges Magneto as his father. They flat out. I mean,
Nice.
and it's so funny that kid who plays Quicksilver is awesome, and I was cracking up just watching the
Oh
trailer.
yeah, I love that guy.
And now they didn't go as far as Quicksilver, but Nightcrawler
Mm-hmm.
looks. There's a scene right there where it takes him out, and Mystique at this point is leading. I guess from what I gather from the trailer, there was like a first scene, a fight scene, and it was Xavier and Apocalypse.
Yeah.
Apocalypse 1 took Xavier. So Xavier, I mean, I don't know, I'm just going off the trailer.
Yeah.
Took, Xavier's not on the scene at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Mystique is leading the
through.
X-Men now. And it's set in the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
In the 80s now. So everybody's really younger and everything. Goes, and then they cut to the scene and they get Nightcrawler and he teleports out.
Yeah.
And he looks at Mystique and goes, "It's you!" In the comics, kids, Mystique is Nightcrawler's mom.
Yeah.
You know, so. But they didn't go as far as they did with Quicksilver.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, oh. And then they cut to the last scene where, like, I don't know, like some guards or soldiers. I want to say once again maybe God, what's his name? The Weapon X soldier, the one that put the adamantium in.
I can't remember that guy's name. General dude hates mutants.
Yeah, you know. I'm assuming those are his soldiers.
Mm-hmm.
Because how we ended with Days of Futures Past.
Yeah.
So they storm the mansion again. You know.
Again.
But you see like young Cyclops and young Havoc.
Yeah.
Brothers. Mystique, Beast, and everything. They're like, oh, you guys have been busy.
Yeah.
So, well, we had some help. And that one scene that shows the fist and the claws snick out. So Wolverine is confirmed to be in Apocalypse.
Right on.
Oh.
That's awesome. I was wondering about the whole Nightcrawler Mystique thing, what they were going to do with that.
Yeah.
Because even if you don't, like... I was, like, wondering, because I know she can change how she looks.
Yeah.
So... I guess it makes sense that he could be her son in this, because she's able to stay looking the same at whatever age she wants. So... And, you know, when she left in X-Men First Class.
Oh my God! Let's talk. I mean, look at all the deep pulls that they're doing with these movies.
Yeah.
They had Azazel in there.
Yeah.
The Hellfire Club, for Christ's sakes. You know, it's like, this is awesome. You know, seeing that. Yeah, they're pretty spot on. Especially with the, now you've seen the Psylocke. What's her name?
Yeah, yeah.
Plays that. I wasn't familiar with her before. She was on some. People were telling me she was on some show. And she did this. She did that. I saw her as Psylocke.
Yeah.
And I'm like, who is this? Like she literally jumped off the pages. Yeah, she's awesome in this. From what I've seen.
Good.
Good. Another good point. Now this isn't confirmed. Inhumans movie.
Yeah.
Now I'm watching Agents of Shield. Now follow my train of thought on this. Okay. Because this is speculation. I mean, it's confirmed that Inhumans is bumped. It was supposed to be July 12th of 2019.
Yeah.
And it got canceled. I mean, it's not canceled, but it's just, it has no release date right now.
Yeah.
They stopped working on it. Disney and Marvel, they're doing Indiana Jones 5, which I'll be looking forward to. I'll see it.
I'll watch it.
There's also, now the light at the end of the tunnel could be an oncoming train, or it could be, if Fox, I mean, they're killing it with X-Men.
Yeah.
But they also take notice that Sony is playing nice with Marvel. It's the Spider-Man appearance in Civil War.
And they're thinking, man, Sony's about to make a lot of money.
Yeah, and let Marvel do all the work with their characters.
Yeah.
Why not do it with X-Men? Fantastic Four.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You know, can you imagine? Yeah, I mean, Fantastic Four, unfortunately, not well received. Give it to Marvel.
Yeah.
X-Men, killing it. Why not double down?
Yeah.
You know, the merging of the superpowers.
Do some collaborative effort here and just make something beautiful.
Which opens up a whole bunch of doors. Number one, I'm watching that Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and even though Fox owns the term mutants, so Marvel can't say it, they're going Inhuman. I mean, they've spent the last season and a half building up this Inhuman, and I'm loving it. They just introduced the last episode, the Secret Warriors.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I can't wait for the movie, I love Inhumans. I can go on and on. I want to see the merging of all of them together. I want to see Lockjaw playing fetch with Groot. Groot being the stick.
We need to get some Lockjaw and Pet Avengers going.
Yeah.
That's a real thing, folks.
But it also opens
Thor
up...
Frog.
Yeah, Thor Frog. Oh, it blew my mind when you told me that. But it also opens up like possibilities, like, you know, Thor Ragnarok.
Oh yeah.
Leading, it's Hulk's in it.
Yeah.
So there's two different scenarios they've kind of teased. Do they do like a road movie, like a buddy type with Thor and Bruce Banner? Pretty much. Or I know. Now, did you see the movie Creed?
Yes.
Okay. What'd you think of it?
Awesome.
Right?
It was so good. I cried.
Talk about a superhero. That was mine when I was a kid. It's Rocky, man. Made me cry a little bit on a couple.
Oh yeah, me too.
How awesome is that? You heard that music at that fight. You got the trunks on.
Yeah.
All right. let me I'm getting off track here. The girl that was in that movie, the singer,
Yeah.
that was going deaf,
Mm-hmm.
she's cast in Thor Ragnarok.
Oh, really?
Yes. Don't know what part she's playing.
Hmm.
It has not been released yet. I'm speculating here, / hoping, that this is the new interest for Bruce Banner. Falls
Oh,
in
yeah,
love.
yeah.
Unless she gets killed somehow. I'm dialed into comics. And he blames Earth.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't want to be there, which would bring in the Illuminati.
Mm-hmm.
Kids, folks, if you don't know Illuminati, it's in the books. It's a society, a secret group that kind of watch over everything. Where Civil War kind of, you pretty much know Civil War is not going to end not good. You know,
Yeah.
it's going to end very badly.
Mm-hmm.
And the books, Illuminati, ironically founded by Tony Stark.
Of course.
And that consists of him, Reed Richards, Mr. Fantastic,
Yeah.
Namor, the Submariner,
Mm-hmm.
which, oh, can you imagine? Charles Xavier,
Yeah.
Doctor Strange, and Black Bolt, the Inhumans.
Yeah.
And you have all of them covering, they all sit around, literally a round table, and talk about, certain things, cosmic, mystical, mutants, inhuman, and otherwise.
Yeah.
It's a collaborative effort to protect the Earth.
Yeah.
Well, they unanimously decide that Hulk,
Too dangerous
Is
to
a
keep on the
danger.
planet.
and they pretty much shoot him off into space. I mean, in a nutshell, which would create Planet Hulk.
Yes. I love Planet Hulk.
Oh,
So cool.
can you imagine that? It's basically Spartacus with the Hulk.
Yeah. It's awesome.
And once he gets back, I can see it now. Okay, that gal from Creed,
Mm-hmm.
again, speculation, she dies, or she goes with him, let's say. They shoot him off into space.
Yeah.
She goes with him. Story. She dies.
Yeah.
He blames them.
Mm-hmm.
Comes back. It's a goddamn Godzilla movie starring the Hulk. It just goes on a rampage. Oh,
That'd be pretty wicked.
right?
That'd be pretty sweet.
Oh,
I feel like the whole...
Marvel, if you're listening, do that movie.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
all right, what else we got? What else is on the agenda?
Well, I just started watching that Fear the Walking Dead
Yes.
recently.
Yes.
I'm only like 2 episodes in because it's kind of slow.
It's the beginning of the zombie apocalypse.
Yeah.
The very beginning.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty cool so far. And I keep calling him Johnny Depp Jr.
Right?
The kid that plays one of the main characters in this, he literally looks like they cloned Johnny Depp, and this is him at like 18, 20 years old.
When he just took off his underoos. I'm Johnny Depp. His Edward Scissorhand underoos.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that show's great, and it does take a bit. It's a test show.
Mm-hmm.
It's a sister show starting off, no source material like comics, like The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
And it was 6 episodes, and it's at the beginning of the zombie apocalypse.
Yeah, there isn't, they don't even know what the zombies are, or
Well, apparently,
what the walkers are.
Yeah, apparently in this show, whether Fear or just Walking Dead, nobody watched the George Romero movie.
Yeah.
You know?
From what I understand, the Walking Dead universe is a universe where zombies aren't a pop culture phenomenon.
If you watch every episode of Walking Dead or Fear the Walking Dead, nobody ever says the word zombie in it.
Yeah, not once.
Not once.
Keep calling them walkers and biters.
Infected.
Infected.
Yeah. Roamers. Which is kind of cool. I like that,
Yeah.
You can't. But, yeah, there's a scene on there. So you're 2 episodes in, you said?
Yeah, in Fear.
Okay, first season?
Yep.
Okay, there's only 6 in the first season.
Mhm.
Same with The Walking Dead. They only did 6 episodes. It's like
Yeah.
a tester.
See how it goes.
We're up season 2 right now, 16.
Oh.
So they're
Wow.
off and running. Was
Wow.
there any doubt? Come on, throw a rock, you're gonna find a Walking Dead fan.
Yeah.
You know, but there was a thing called I know I asked you this earlier. Hey, Ryan, have you ever heard of a thing called a webisode? You're like,
A web episode?
all right, I felt stupid, but this internet thing, it's just a passing phase. I'm convinced of that. Well, they did a few webisodes, Walking Dead related. They did one, like in the first episode with the zombie where Rick first wakes up.
Yeah.
And he's got, he goes and gets the bicycle, and you see that half zombie,
Uh-huh.
that chick. They did a whole little webisode of her before, what happened to her before.
Yeah.
They did one in the hospital. You never saw Rick, but when he wakes up and he sees the don't open dead inside,
Yeah.
like who did that, and what
The
happened there.
chains
Yeah, the
start
chains and
rattling.
the board, yeah. Like who did that and their little webisode story. For Fear the Walking Dead, there was one, they're 14 1-minute episodes. And it involves this kid named Jake, and he's on a plane.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and he's on the phone with his mom, and they're getting ready for takeoff. And you can kind of hear stuff, but you don't see his mom.
Yeah.
But Jake's talking to him, he's like, "Where are you? What happened? I
Yeah.
thought you were going to be on the plane with me. We're going to go to, I think they're going to Arizona
Yeah.
or something. They're flying out. Nobody knows what's going on at this point,
Uh-huh.
Just as that happens, the phone kind of cuts out after his mom tells him, "I'll catch up with you. I'll meet you at grandma's house. I'm be on the next flight."
Yeah.
Right as he says that, the phone line cuts out,
Uh-huh.
or loses service, or what have you. This gal gets on.
Uh-huh.
She's the last person. Her name is Alex,
Yeah.
and great chick. I love her up. She's seen, and she comes in with some attitude, and the boy picks up on it. And you're sitting there, you're looking at the passengers, or just like, when are we taking off? Getting frustrated, as you can on a plane.
Mm-hmm.
There's this one dude who very, very sick, keeps coughing, he's sweating, just, and she dials in on him real quick. Like, she knows.
Yeah,
Like, we don't know why or how,
yeah.
but she's had some interaction with the infected.
That's probably why she's getting on the plane and getting the heck out of there.
Well, there's little interaction. I mean, without going into, just check it out, people. The webisodes on there. Flight 462. She has this little back and forth with Jake, the kid,
Yeah.
and he's like, "Oh man," she put two and two together. She's like, "I took your mom's spot
Yeah.
on the plane." As the sick guy, he's getting up. He goes into the bathroom back there,
Mhm.
so he's to lock himself. And she's like, "No, get him out of there." Like, and then the air marshal.
Yeah.
He's like, "All right, you need to chill out, take your seat, blah, blah, blah." And, of course, they bang on the door, open it up, all hell ensues.
Yeah.
You just watch it. I mean, you pretty much know what's going to happen right
Yeah.
there, but then it just keeps escalating to the point where it's a separate webisode as opposed to the Fear the Walking Dead,
Mhm.
and they're like 4 or 5 episodes. Again, they're 1-minute episode long. In the show, the one scene, like Ryan said, there's little Johnny Depp. At this point, it's martial law around the neighborhoods. You see the plane in the background go over and just with smoke, and it's swerving.
Yeah.
Flash forward to what I just watched last night, season 2.
Mm-hmm.
You get to see the end result of Flight 462.
Oh wow, that's
Yeah.
really cool.
So it all just kind of tied together.
That's awesome.
It was great. It was a great episode. So yeah, definitely.
I feel like TV shows have really been stepping it up this year.
They're better than movies.
Oh yeah.
Way better than movies.
Well, yeah, definitely.
Number one, TV is high def all the way around now, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah. So they shoot it, the same way you shoot a movie.
Yeah.
I mean, you're hard pressed. You could show Flash,
Mm-hmm.
for example, on the big screen.
Yeah.
It's basically a 22-hour movie.
Mm-hmm.
Daredevil, same thing.
Yeah.
13-hour movie. And you got more time to develop characters and tell story and do that rather than,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Instead of trying to cram all of what would probably be 2 or 3 seasons worth of material
Yeah.
into an hour and 40 minutes.
Yeah, TV has definitely surpassed movies,
Oh yeah.
which, especially AMC.
They are killing it right now. They have so much going on with
Well,
The Walking Dead. And
Walking
whatnot.
Dead. Oh, May 22nd.
May 22nd.
May is going to be a good month.
Oh yeah.
Guess what's coming?
What?
Preacher!
Oh, I cannot.
Preacher!
I can't wait for that.
Oh,
It looks so cool.
Preacher. Should we talk about Preacher?
I think we should save it.
Okay.
Man, I hope I hope they put that on Hulu. Because I don't have AMC in my bedroom.
Do you have they do AMC shows on Hulu, don't they?
I think so.
I don't have Hulu, so
Fear of the Walking Dead's on there. So
the first season.
Yes. Wait, the second season probably is too, because Hulu, they upload it when new episodes.
Because you can watch it like the next day after it airs, like on CW or AMC. Is
Yeah.
it the next day or so?
Something like that. There's a slight delay from release of the episode on the air.
But you get to see it
Yeah.
short after.
That's
Yeah.
how I've been watching The Flash, The Arrow, which I.
Oh, okay, okay.
And I just watched the last week's Arrow and last week's or this last week's
Flash?
Legends.
Oh,
That's
The one-
pretty cool.
the one with Jonah Hex.
No, there's a new one after that.
Yeah, okay, that one.
I saw the new one where it's all paradoxy.
With the Pilgrim,
Yeah.
the Terminator.
All right. Let's talk about the next big movie that you and I are gonna see
Friday.
Friday. Captain America: Civil War.
What?
Don't act surprised. You knew it was coming.
Oh,
Oh my
Face,
god!
neck, and chest.
I am so stoked for this movie. Like, they're amazing cast, huge roster of characters, and they have, they've been tying all of these movies into each other, making actual continuity
yeah.
for the movie, and that's so amazing to me.
That's Marvel's superpower.
Yeah.
That's the business. Marvel. That's the
Yeah.
continuity.
Oh yeah. I'm so excited for it.
Where do you want to start with that?
Let's start with some, let's get a little philosophical, or philosophical, that's the word.
I knew you kept me around for something.
I swear I graduated high school.
You educated?
I'm pretty good at my education.
Mhm.
So what do you think about the Civil War? Like, for those of you who don't know, one of the big reason, the reason the Civil War happens is because the government wants all superheroes to register their secret identities and be publicly known, right?
Yeah. I'm trying not to. I mean, I can go on and on about the books,
Yeah.
but I learned with Walking Dead. I'm not going to get dialed in to the books because they take liberties with the movies.
Yeah.
But they're doing awesome with it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not going to go too far. As far as sticking with the movie that's coming out, I mean, just look at the past. Okay. Nova Scotia in Avengers 2.
Yeah.
Wakanda, New York in the first Avengers.
Yeah.
The Iron Man 3, the all this destruction. It's a tale of morality. It's like,
Yeah.
we're the one, like the
And-
superheroes are like doing their, they're doing what's right,
Yeah.
but at what cost and whose expense?
Yeah, and from what I understand, the government's thinks that they need to be held accountable for this,
Yeah.
which their superhero. I mean, if you think about it, their superhero identity, you're like, oh, that's Hulk. He's the jackass that smashed up all those buildings in Wakanda,
Yeah.
and the government makes it seem like they're the ones taking the blame. You're not taking any blame, in my opinion. But anyways,
But at the same time, no one's asking them to do this.
yeah.
They take it upon themselves.
Yeah. But, so, what do you think about the whole thing? Do you think they should be able to keep their secret identities?
Oh yeah.
Because, yeah, I mean, I can, yeah, they should not have to reveal their secret identities. It's what keeps their families safe. And,
Yeah, and that's the thing.
If you don't think people should, I'm not gonna ruin it. I'm not gonna ruin it. I'm forcing it back. All right, I'm just gonna let it out there. If you don't think they should have secret identities, you're the reason Aunt May got shot. And those who know, you know.
Wow. No.
All right, so.
No, but as far as the movie goes, here's the thing that got me.
Yeah.
This was okay. Avengers: Age of Ultron.
Yeah, they were kind
was
of
the last for the Josh Whedon run.
Yeah, it's
The Russo brothers are taking over now.
I'm actually kind of excited about that.
And they're treating. See, that's the thing, kids. I mean, these movies and TV shows, they're treating them like comics.
Yeah.
And this Civil War, it's like their zero issue.
Mm-hmm.
And they even like did a thing at WonderCon where they're like, okay, everything you guys were missing out on or complaining about with the Age of Ultron,
Yeah.
we're like, this is our apology to you. We're gonna make it up to you. And I'm just like,
Who
Age of
the-
Ultron was awesome.
Who the hell is complaining about that movie?
Yeah, well, come on, you make it.
Yeah.
You know you're gonna have some.
This makes me think of because I was watching Age of Ultron the other day, and when Tony and Cap are out chopping firewood, they have this little back and forth going. And
That was the first.
yeah, that's where it all starts. He's like, I can't believe Hawkeye has a secret life, and Tony thinks that all of this needs to be out in the open. And Cap's the only Cap. It's so funny because Cap, one of the people in the team that doesn't really have any family, is all pro secret identity.
Yeah,
And-
yeah. Because dude, that guy top to bottom is America, freedom,
Yeah,
freedom of speech.
yeah,
He
definitely.
is definitely the all-American superhero.
Yeah.
Which, where was I going with that? You're talking about Kevin. Oh, you said okay, the back and forth thing with Tony.
Yeah.
Go back. What you need to do is after you watch that, go back and watch the 3 Iron Man movies.
Mm-hmm.
Everything that is a problem in those movies is a cause of Tony Stark, including Ultron. Don't you love the Vision? Like when the Vision first showed up in Age of Ultron, he's like, dropping sides, all of a sudden he just bombs into Tony. He's like, oh, he hates you the most. And you saw that RJD look on his face. He's like, Jesus, you're right. Oh, he hates you the most. It's all his mess.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah. He.
Dude, come on, you've seen the trailers, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Robert Downey Jr. is good. What about just the acting for that scene with him and Winter Soldier where he puts on the glove
Yeah.
and he shot the gun? He had the thing on there.
He's like,
That look,
of
you're gonna
surprise.
shoot me in the fucking face.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That was so cool.
That right there, that scene, folks. That's why he makes the money he does.
Yeah.
You have dialogue in that scene, just
Like, I'm sure a lot of people have complained about like how they made Iron Man so in Iron Man 2 he's like taking some like martial arts lessons, and in Iron Man 3 you see the martial arts lessons actually starting to have paid off, and I
Yeah.
feel like people are going to be like, Iron Man doesn't need to know martial arts.
well, yeah, he does. Can't be in the suit
Yeah,
24/7.
you can't be in the suit.
Yeah.
And it works out in the long run for scenes like the one you were just talking about.
Oh yeah.
It looks so badass. It all ties together to make something beautiful.
You know what else I heard too?
What?
Little secret surprise.
Oh.
Stark.
Mm-hmm.
He goes to Queens.
Queens.
Queens. Well, to be fair, Iron Man 2, the big expo,
Mhm.
was held in Queens. But more importantly, there's a certain little boy who lives in a crappy ass shitty apartment, and he walks in, and Tony Stark is sitting there in his crappy ass apartment.
I see.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Double P, baby, Peter Parker.
Oh man, I'm so excited for that.
Oh, my friend said Tom Holland. Oh, two things you wish for, and I'm like, what? Please don't make a gay joke. He's all, no. 2 things in this movie you wish for. You're gonna love it. Spider-Man, so everything you want him to be,
Mm-hmm.
and Black Panther.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you're gonna love it. He said you're kind of a middle-aged guy, and I've been listening,
Mm-hmm.
so you cry a lot, you're gonna cry here. But you're also gonna be like, yeah, you know.
Oh man, I can't wait.
I'm a huge Black Panther fan,
And
so
I'm a pretty big Spider-Man fan
oh,
myself.
yeah,
So,
that goes without saying.
I've loved every single Spider-Man movie that came out. Well,
All right,
that
maybe you're a
I've
little
seen.
bit bigger fan than I am.
People will crap all over the Tobey Maguire.
No, I love Toby.
Well, mostly that little dance he does in 3.
I didn't mind that.
That's the only dance move I do when I go to the
I
club.
just didn't like. Well, that's a white person dance. Yeah, they crammed a lot of villains in there. I was still looking forward to Venom, not
Mhm.
that '70s Venom. But yeah. Anyway, I didn't mind it.
And I even I really liked the Andrew Garfield ones too.
You're talking to the guy who liked the Ben Affleck Daredevil. So,
I just wish, like, as far as Spider-Man go, I wish that they could have taken, like, the good stuff I like from both those movies and put them together. And guess what?
guess what, Ryan?
Its name is Tom Holland's.
Get close to the mic. I got a little secret for you. Yeah. That suit in the trailer you saw with the animated eyes. How awesome was that? Guess what? I also heard something. That's not the only suit.
Oh yeah.
I'm not saying Amadeus Cho shows up, but that's not the only suit.
That's so awesome. I can't wait to see
Oh.
this.
Yes, and there were a few things. Now, I'm sure it wasn't them. I mean, they don't know. They're not movie makers. But Funko Pop, sir.
Yeah.
You're a Funko Pop guy.
Yeah, I collect.
You do. Did you see that new line from Funko Pop for the Civil War? Oh, Black Panther,
Mm.
Vision, Scarlet Witch,
Nice.
Cap, Iron Man, of course,
Mm-hmm.
Hawkeye, and Giant Man. They spoiled it. Giant Man
Yeah, I
is
was
going to be in Civil War.
when I was reading, when I was getting my notes together, I was like, Paul Rudd's playing Ant-Man in it.
Yeah.
And he's gonna be in this. That's so awesome.
Well, you saw the end of Ant-Man, right? They
Yeah.
totally. I mean,
they
the
teased the
scene
crap out
from
of it.
Civil War.
And I was like looking at the cast, and it said Paul Rudd, playing Scott Lang / Ant-Man / Giant Man. I'm
The
like,
fuck? Did he really say that?
that's what it said on the
Oh,
thing
I
when I
see
was
that.
reading it.
I was looking through the catalog and I saw the Funko Pops.
Yeah.
That's where I saw them. It's like, what?
So that's gonna be pretty cool.
Yes. Yes. You know what else is going to be cool?
What?
Falcon.
Oh yeah.
Remember in the comics, Red Wing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. A sidekick. It's basically a red falcon bird.
Yeah.
Check it out. On his new suit in this one.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see it?
Oh yes.
It comes off the back.
Yeah.
It's
It's
a drone.
That is
that
so
is
cool.
a red falcon, like a
That is
robotic.
so
It's got
awesome.
machine guns, missiles. Oh, you know what? I had money saved up for certain important grown-up things. No, we're going twice. We're going 3 times to see it. Oh my god!
Oh, it's
Actually,
so awesome.
there is a thing I did notice to kind of touch on the comics a little bit.
Yeah.
I think to answer your question, as far as where I stand on the Civil War,
Yeah.
I would have to go Team Cap
Yeah.
because Iron Man kind of started it in the comics.
Yeah.
As you can see, there is a old time slang.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. There's a panel in the comics where he refers to Cap and wants to talk
Yeah.
and offers him some solid dick.
Now, I'm familiar with that panel.
If you really do your homework, the term solid dick means straight talk, not sugarcoating it,
Yeah.
tell it like it is. It's an old saying.
Yeah.
But I think Cap might, he's been asleep for a long time. He might have taken it as maybe a little sexual harassment in the workplace.
Yeah. I was asleep when that terminology was being used.
Yeah. I was asleep when a lot of terminology was being used.
What the
It's
heck?
like, I don't think this is good for the team, Tony.
What the heck's up with these cell phones?
Oh, the last thing I got as far as for what I saw, like
Yeah.
Scarlet Witch, they didn't do a lot with her. That's the only thing I might have a little gripe with Scarlet Witch.
Mm-hmm.
In Age of Ultron.
Yeah.
I wasn't grabbing the way she looked and her wonderful boobies, but they didn't do a lot with her though.
No, they really didn't.
This one, like she can kind of like everybody's scared of her. She can sense that in people. I mean, if you're familiar with Scarlet Witch, you know that.
I'm very familiar with her, and she is the scariest, one of the scariest characters.
That's the one they're going to touch upon because Vision is like the only one that she comes across that's not scared of her and genuinely nice and friendly.
Mm-hmm.
And they're on opposite sides in the movie, by the way.
Of course.
And more importantly, the trailer, I saw Vision rocking a sweater.
Chilly.
I'm like, that's fucked. Vision's in a sweater. I don't know how to take that.
Was it a turtleneck?
But there might be an upgrade.
An upgrade?
He's on the same side as Black Panther.
Mm-hmm.
And we know Black Panther's got himself some
Brainiac.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty
Yeah.
nice. That'd be
I
awesome.
can't wait. Oh, that Black. Everything I've seen just the Black Panther
Mm-hmm.
is. Oh. That's going to be like Age of Ultron. I'm like, the Vision, the Vision, the Vision. This one I'm like, Black Panther, Black Panther, Black Panther. Dialed in for one thing. I'm sure there's going to be tons of stuff that I'll be like, oh, did you see that? Oh my God, did you see that? Oh my God, did you see that?
Yeah.
But I'm going in, I'm dialed in for the Black Panther.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm so excited for this movie. All right, so for those of you who don't really know, Captain America is anti-registration.
Yes.
Iron Man is pro-registration. He wants everyone's secret identities to be out there in the open. Cap does not. And it's really a complicated thing all around, and it gets I've been seeing a lot of people online, on like Twitter and whatnot, going, I'm hashtag Team Iron Man, I'm hashtag Team Cap.
It's almost a little cliche.
Yeah, and I'm just like, and I find myself constantly wondering, why are you're not saying why you're on this team or that team.
Well, it's voting season, so
yeah.
nobody actually says why.
So, I mean, I am Team Cap. You were just saying you're Team Cap.
I'm Team Marvel. I'm Team Russo brothers.
I mean, I think they should be able to keep their secret identities to themselves, and well, they can't do that because it's a secret identity, so they have to tell everybody eventually, anyways. Because superheroes suck at that whole secret identity thing.
Pretty much. I mean, when you were talking about continuity,
yeah.
do you remember the Hulk movie? Not the Ang Lee one. When Marvel got not Eric Bana, the Hulk poodle. Not that one, because that's when Marvel they still didn't own Hulk at the time. The one with Ed Norton.
Yeah.
Remember, let's see, that was the second one in Phase 1, right? Yeah, because they did Iron Man, and then at the end, the end credit teaser walks in, he's like, oh, the fuck? And Nick Fury's sitting at his desk.
Yeah.
And then it was Hulk. Yeah, it was Hulk.
Mm-hmm.
With Ed Norton. And then at the end, remember Thunderbolt Ross?
Yeah.
He's sitting there at the bar drinking his sorrows, and Tony Stark walks in, and he's like, they know each other. William Hurt, they're bringing him back for Civil War. And there's a lot of interaction with Stark.
That's cool.
I'm like, oh my God! See, Ed Norton, don't ask for more money. Don't get greedy. Look where you could have been.
He could have ended up actually getting that money.
Oh, yeah, William Hurt.
I'm glad he did ask, because this new guy is freaking awesome.
Oh, jeez, what is his name?
I don't remember, but I'm loving it.
I feel so disrespectful. I can't even think of the dude's name. He's killing it though. I mean, I love it. Great. I liked Ed Norton too. Nothing against Ed Norton, man.
Yeah.
And nothing against Josh Whedon and his run, man. Come on. All those movies he did up to that point. But the Russo brothers, I mean, like I said, this is their issue 0.
Yeah.
And like, here we go. It's our turn now. We're gonna do this. And they've already Infinity Wars 1 and 2.
Already got them queued up, ready to go.
Oh my God, 67 main characters for that.
Oh my.
Yeah, I'm seeing.
So it sounds like
Daredevil.
Marvel's gonna be.
Daredevil from the Netflix series.
Yeah.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I mean, they're talking about continuity. They're all going to be in there.
Nice.
Maybe not Steve Rogers' Cap though.
Oh yeah.
I pose you a question, sir. Do you think this is the last Captain America movie?
It's definitely not going to be the last.
But with Steve Rogers, with Chris Evans playing Steve Rogers.
But it might be the last Chris Evans for a little while.
For those who don't know what we're talking about, again, I'm dialed into the books here. Follow along. If you've seen Winter Soldier, Captain America 2, that little scene where he had a neighbor, and you found out, Nick Fury gets messed up.
Mm-hmm.
The Hydra's taken over. Hydra's been in S.H.I.E.L.D. this whole time, and he half dead going to Steve Rogers' place.
Yeah.
You find out that neighbor, who he thinks has a little crush on him, is actually sent there by Fury to watch over Steve. That's Agent 13. That's
Yeah.
also Agent Peggy Carter's daughter
Oh,
in
wow.
the books. Now, if they follow the books leading into Civil War, she's up there in the sniper position, gonna take, she's like, I'm gonna end this right now. Maybe
Mhm.
not the best idea, but she's like, I'm just gonna end this. And she got Tony Stark in the crosshairs.
Mm-hmm.
Well, chaos ensues, something happens, she misses, shoots Steve Rogers, kills Captain America.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So I don't think that, because like I said, I like when they take liberties with the movies.
Yeah.
Because we've read the comics.
Mm-hmm.
Let them do, keep the similar beats and the storyline, kind of the atmosphere.
Yeah.
But yeah, take the way they take liberties. It's genius.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, because they're doing the movie just like the book. Well, I've already read the book. Why would I even see the movie? I mean, for me, younger audience.
Yeah. So I think I just have one final thing I really want to get out there for the listeners, and that's, what team are you on and why? I don't want to just know that you're Team Iron Man or Team Cap. I want to know why, and even if it's just because you're like, I think Robert Downey Jr. is a really good Iron Man. That's fine. That
Yeah.
can be a reason. It's a terrible reason, but that can be it. But comment it on the video and post it to our Facebook page. I'll put a link in the description.
See this movie's gonna be tough because, like I said, it's a tale of morality,
Yeah.
and it's always like how I got, and they did it spot on with the movies for the X-Men,
Yeah.
Charles and Magneto,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Eric, those little sit downs. They were leaders, both sides. They'd have these little philosophical conversations when both their groups were at war.
Yeah.
But neither one of them, really, if you look at their point of view, neither one of them are wrong.
Yeah.
They're just
Different.
of opinion. So it's like, it's gonna be tough. Like right down the middle. It's like I really agree with that, but also we've got a point.
Yeah. Yeah.
6 on one, half a dozen on the other.
Yeah, I'm excited to see the movie though. I can't wait. And it looks like we're almost out of time.
Yeah.
So we are definitely gonna go see this movie. The 6th, right?
Friday.
Friday the 6th,
Yeah.
May 6th. So I kind of hope that, we run into some people, some fans.
Yeah, see the movie, man. Definitely, like Brian said, Team Cap, Team Iron, Team Tony,
Yeah. We all know it's Team Robert Downey Jr.
Oh, this whole thing. I mean, now, do you really think Robert Downey Jr. is going to call it quits? I mean, I know he's not getting any younger, and he can't play Iron Man forever.
Yeah.
But dude, come on, that guy, is just genius.
Yeah, he
can just
I really
smile, stand in the middle of the room, and not say a word, and just like, here's my money. No, it's not a gay crush, but
That's a little bit of a gay crush.
well, maybe a little. But it's like, think where that guy came from.
Yeah.
I mean, he had a career. I remember watching him, Less Than Zero. If you ever see that movie, Less Than Zero,
Mm-hmm.
it kind of life imitating art for the longest time. And Jesus, if OJ had his publicist, talk about a 360 spin,
Oh yeah.
And he's all make a comeback from just being bottom of the barrel. Oh, I can't say bottom of the barrel. He did have. I enjoy Robert Downey Jr. in everything.
Yeah.
But man, talk about a comeback and taking an entire universe on your shoulders,
Oh yeah.
springboarding off that one Iron Man movie.
That's.
That Favreau that I want. I mean, it's hats off to John Favreau, man.
Yeah. Thank
He's
you.
like, I want Robert Downey Jr. No ifs, ands, or buts. Because they were thinking about going younger, like a young
Yeah.
20 something.
Nah.
Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah.
That he is Tony Stark, and he's fucking Sherlock. I mean, it's like
Yeah.
I'm Iron Man and Sherlock Holmes. You know, it's
Oh
like
yeah.
oh, and he's the highest paid actor on the planet. So yeah, hats off, man. Hats off.
Well, I think that's about all the time we got
That's
for
all
today.
I got.
All right. As always, thank you guys for listening in. I don't got much else to say.
I got one more thing. Have a day.